Our speaker this morning is Anna Carroll. Anna is a four-year student from Chester Springs, PA. Anna is president of the Student Philanthropy Council, co-president of Hill Trebles, editor-in-chief of the Hill News, president of the Student Life Association, and varsity girls tennis captain. She's the proud roommate of Maddie Timbrook and the proud sister of Jonathan and Grace. Anna.
February 1st, 2023. Yes, just 2 weeks ago. There were tears streaming down my face, and I was alone in my room. I put on my old Hill tennis sweatshirt, threw the hood over my head, and made my way over to 7:30 check-in. I smiled a little, remembering that Miss Lamarca was on duty. I said hi, grabbed a Diet Coke, and shuffled back to my room, where I broke down. Over what? I'm not exactly sure. I was just overwhelmed. I wanted to be happy. And in that moment, I wanted to be anyone other than Anna Carroll. Here I am, the night before my chapel talk, rewriting it for the 5th time, and I still don't know what to talk about. When I look back on all I've faced within the past 4 years, I realize that they've been some of the worst years of my life. And I can't pick one lesson that I've learned or one hardship that I've faced to focus on. But instead, I keep finding myself struggling with the fact that in less than 100 days, I will be leaving this campus and my life here at Hill. I recognize that it wasn't just one moment that defined my time here, but rather the cumulative experience that has come to shape me into the person I am today. Having based my high school expectations on High School Musical and Hannah Montana, needless to say, I entered Hill as an eager third former. Then reality hit. I thought I was off to a great start until in October of 2019, my dad suffered a major heart attack and was scheduled for emergency heart surgery the following week. While I continued attending school and fulfilling my academic and extracurricular responsibilities, I struggled to focus on anything other than my dad's health. Overwhelmed with fear and anxiety, I watched as my life drastically changed. Even after the surgery was successful, his recovery proved challenging. I still remember the night before my Math 41 final when my mom had to take my dad to the hospital because his heart was beating irregularly. I sat on the couch watching Wizards of Waverly Place until 3 a.m., convinced that for safety reasons, I should stay up while my sister slept. Thanks, Grace. I don't think I did well on that math test, but to me that didn't matter. I just wanted my dad to be okay. Fast forward only 5 months and the world is shut down. While most people were inside baking bread and going on walks with their mom, I was asleep in my basement. It wasn't out of boredom or just sleep deprivation, but instead because I had a migraine every single day. And for those who have never had a migraine, it's worse than a headache. I couldn't see, I could barely eat, function, or do anything else other than sleep. I had extreme nausea and dizziness, and any sort of light or sound bothered me. So I sat alone in my dark, cold basement for 2 months. These are some of the major challenges of my high school career. But I can't forget the smaller challenges that we all face daily, like social pressures, complicated friendships, and wearing academic when it's raining. And for me, in the past 2 years, I've seen my life being consumed by my schedule rather than the people around me. And that has truly been one of the hardest obstacles that I continue to face every single day. And please note that I'm not complaining about all the roles that I take on, but rather the fact that I put so much pressure on myself. I am my own worst enemy, subconsciously belittling my own needs, weaknesses, and successes. I continuously criticize my work, my body, and my actions. And over the past 4 years, the fear of failure has become my best friend, while I have conditioned myself to seek burnout. Even when my dad had a heart attack, there I was trying to make the Saturday tennis match. and even with daily migraines, here I am getting 5 hours of sleep and expecting myself to run the mile in the track meet the next day. I don't take care of myself. And that's how I ended up in my dorm room, crying on February 1st. That night, I realized that I'm human. You all know me as Anna Carroll, the girl who sings during chapel, who takes on too many responsibilities here at Hill, and the girl who takes all the photos at your games. Shout out Anna Carroll Photography. But I'm also an avid Whitney Houston fan, a non-embarrassed lover of The Bachelor, dad joke fanatic, and a Texas Tech basketball fan during March Madness. I love Jane Austen, cheesy rom-coms, and poker. I love Ubering to Fujiyama with my friends on a Friday night. I love family nights on US East 1, especially with charcuterie and chill. I've even come to love long van rides to Mercersburg with my tennis teammates, and the 6-hour Hill News layout meetings where we sit and argue about Jason's music taste. And of course, I even love fire drills at 12:30 in the morning because of burnt mac and cheese. By now, you're probably wondering why I'm talking about all of these different issues that seemingly have nothing to do with each other. Well, the point is that somehow, the hardest 4 years of my life have also been the best so far. Somehow, this place of stress and hardship has become a place that I don't want to leave. Somehow, between the constant obstacles and challenges, I've made lifelong friendships and mentorships. And somehow, even as I push myself towards burnout, I've come to love myself. And that is the power of faith. For those of you who know me, or for those of you in Mr. T's history seminar class, you know just how integral a role my Catholic faith plays in my life. Within these past 4 years, as I endured unthinkable heartbreak and tragedy, Jesus saved me. I found the strength I needed to push forward and to believe that a better day was coming. And to do that, I had to change my mindset. I refocused on the positives in my life, including my relationships with peers, friends, and family. Each day, I make the conscious effort to embrace the joys in my life, no matter how small. No longer am I wasting time wondering what could have been or what might have been, but rather appreciating the present. And trust me when I say I'm still figuring out how to not focus on the negatives and how to not be so self-critical. And this probably sounds too good to be true, or maybe a little even cliche, but it would be an utter lie to say that I've made it this far by myself. And today, my faith continues to provide the solid foundation that I need in life, propelling me forward towards hope, peace, and love. Because time and time again, I've found that faith saves. So my message today is simple. Love yourself. Make the most of your time here at Hill, and have faith. Thank you.